Добро пожаловать.
Bienvenue.
Cześć.
Bonjour.
Kimcho. Hola.
Lei hou.
Welcome to the NALDIC ICT and EAL vodcasts. In this 10-part series you will learn practical approaches to using ICT to support learners of English as an additional language. Welcome to Programme 10 of the NALDIC ICT and EAL vodcasts. Useful websites to support teaching of English as an additional language. In no particular order, here's a top 10 tried and tested set of websites. We couldn't really begin this look at what the internet has to offer without first making reference to the NALDIC website. As the most well-known professional organisation for EAL, it's no surprise to find such an up-to-date and well-structured site. One of the highlights is the resources area, crammed full of helpful advice, guidance and downloads. Particularly useful is the key documents area, providing links to all the main government guidance and NALDIC's own reports and responses to national initiatives. Another excellent section that can be easily missed is the ITT SEAL area. This provides comprehensive support and guidance on EAL for all professionals involved in initial teacher education. Amongst others, there are detailed sections on teaching and learning, and also a superb research area with links to a whole host of pedagogical journals and publications. There are a number of really excellent local authority websites, such as Hounslow, Bracknell Forest and Portsmouth, amongst many others. Here we're looking at Emass for Success, a website produced by a consortium of 4 authorities in the southwest. The range of materials on this site is quite breathtaking. What's more, it has had tight editorial control, so the resources have been checked for quality. There's a whole range of new to English resources, induction booklets and teaching materials. There's loads of family learning materials as well. Whole school resources are abundant, such as audit tools and assessment pro forma. Many of these materials can be downloaded and customised for another local context. It's really worth an in-depth look. Another collaboratively developed website is EMA Online. This has an extensive range of resources and links about black and minority ethnic achievement grouped into different categories. One of its main strengths is that the content has been built on the contributions of practitioners and other professionals who can upload relevant material to the site. Once again, a degree of quality assurance has been built into its management. Finding resources is easy via the search facility. You can look for resources by using a search term and then by key stage, subject and language. Those that match the criteria are displayed with information and a direct link. Registering with the site offers additional benefits, including being kept up to date by regular newsletters. iRespect is an award-winning website produced by Gloucestershire Race Equality and Diversity Service. This site is very well laid out and is particularly strong on race equality and intercultural education. But there are also good sections on EAL, traveller education and community languages. There's also a really useful section on links to external websites. The Collaborative Learning Project has been supporting the work of EAL professionals for over 30 years. This website describes itself as a 3 clicks and you're there site for speedy location of resources. Resources are easy to find, and what's good about them is that they have been designed by practitioners with EAL good practice in mind. They are collaborative activities with speaking and listening at their heart. Go to the downloadable activities section for easy access to all the resources, or the quick look section which is kept up to date with new or recently edited resources. The resources have been saved in a downloadable PDF format. Each one has an introductory paragraph about the activity, and all the materials are there ready to be used immediately. This particular activity is about wordy maths problems and asks the learners to think about what numerical operators are required to solve the problem, rather than asking them just to give the answer. There are many activities like this in different curriculum areas, and it's really worth a good look to find out what's available. The British Council's Teach English site is a very comprehensive look at teaching English, largely from the perspective of practitioners teaching English abroad. However, much of the content will have resonance for practitioners teaching EAL learners. It's roughly organised into 4 sections. Try. This is full of lesson plans and activities to enhance teaching. Think. A section devoted towards research, with articles and wikis. Talk. An area to communicate with others via blogs and forums. And Transform. A section more geared towards continuing professional development. Our Languages is a website that aims to forge partnerships between mainstream and complementary language schools. It is a powerhouse of guidance and resources for community language teaching. There is a particularly good section within Teaching and Learning on research detailing the positive benefits of bilingualism. Also, the Good Practice area has some useful video case studies about how complementary schools are working more collaboratively with mainstream schools. Speaking of languages, the International Children's Digital Library is a superb collection of digitised bilingual texts. This is a brilliant resource to find quality texts at the correct age in a whole range of different languages. There are different ways to search for books. For example, you can search by continent, and once you've selected the region, you can find the relevant books. Better still is the simple search that allows you to search on a range of different criteria, such as age, topic, length of book, and language. Once you have found a text, you can browse it by floating the mouse over any spread, or you can cycle through the pages at your own pace. There are simply thousands of books to choose from. There are a number of online discussion groups available for professional networking. RefEd is one for practitioners involved in refugee and asylum seeking issues. Another is the EAL Bilingual Discussion Group. It's easy to register for this discussion group, and once you have done this, you receive all the emails sent by members about specific issues. You can then follow each discussion as it happens, or you can look back in the archive and read the messages retrospectively. It's an invaluable source of information for EAL practitioners. The online version of Teachers TV is a brilliant source of material for exemplifying good practice. One of the first things you will want to do is register, as this allows you to customize your own personal area and, more importantly, to download videos. There are many ways to search for material, but clicking the whole school area, then inclusion, allows you to look at all the EAL tagged videos at primary and secondary. Teachers TV material is quality assured, but as with all online content, you'll need to have a good look at the programs for yourself to make sure that they conform with what you consider to be good practice. That concludes this vodcast on websites that support teaching of English as an additional language.